you know, I'm from a Marine
Mhm.
background, and I don't think there's not much worse you can do in that environment than to be a shameless self-promoter. It's just not tolerated, and your reputation will suffer. Well, out here, as you know, I did 15 years as a C-level executive in a publicly traded
Mhm.
company, and I retired and I hung my shingle out. And the single hardest thing, and I am a writer, I've written 4 books. I am a writer. I love to write. I write every day. The single hardest thing I ever wrote about myself, Debbie, was the bio page on my website,
Mhm.
specifically the Marine portion of it, where I had to write a statement. It's factual. And, you know, we're out here, you have to sell yourself. But I referred to myself as a decorated combat leader. And I got to tell you, I took that phrase in and out of that text 50 times before I hit the button. I looked it up. A lot of other coaches on LinkedIn where it's appropriate to use, they were using it and all of
Mhm.
that. And that is something I would have never referred to myself as in the Marine Corps, you know, because you're wearing a uniform, people can see your awards and all that. They can put 2 and 2 together. But out here, it's a competition, and I am competing with other coaches. And I did want people to know that I not only served as a leader in the Marine Corps in peacetime, I did serve as a combat leader. But I got to tell you, it was hard. And when I've told that to other Marines, they're like, yeah, oof, am I going to have to do that? I said, well, if you want to get in my line of work, you have to promote. You have to self-promote. It's true. And that's not shameless self-promotion. So I got to tell you, it made my skin crawl just thinking about doing that.
What pushed you over the line to actually do it?
So there's a couple, that great question. There's a couple of things. I realized that my credentials, if I say so myself, were legitimate beyond question. 24 years as a Marine leader, enlisted an officer, and then 15 years in the business world as a C-level executive in a $1 billion publicly traded company. So I had the credentials to do this. I saw other, you know, Marines, Navy SEALs, you know, Special Forces guys doing the same thing. And most of them did refer to their experiences. Some of them actually listed awards they received. I didn't go to that length. I'm not knocking them. So I drew strength from other veterans, you know, former, you know, military guys that were including a phrase like that, that, hey, now I not only was in that arena, I did well. I was recognized by my seniors and peers and all of that. And so that's what really drove me to do it. And to be honest with you, you know, I know you're married to a Marine, and so you would probably look at my bio and be able to make some sense out of it. Truth be known, I think the average business person that reads my military bio really doesn't have much of a clue other than he was a Marine, you know? And then if they're in business, they understand now the business bio, publicly traded company, they get that. So it was just a hurdle I had to get over. And I've never looked back on it. I've never received any criticism from it.
No.
But that doesn't mean that there aren't Marines and other military guys out there looking at that website saying, ooh, that's a bold statement.